Hello, film robots, and welcome to Mastering Camera Shots and Angles. Key questions to elevate your storytelling. Today, we'll explore how to make informed decisions about camera shots and angles. Why do camera shots and angles even matter? They play a crucial role in visual storytelling, enhancing the narrative and emotional impact of your film. Camera shots and angles are the fundamental building blocks of visual storytelling filmmaking. This can shape the narrative, establish mood, and evoke emotional responses from the audience. First, ask yourself, what is the story in this shot? Every frame should add to the story. For example, a close-up can reveal a character's fear in a suspenseful moment. So how will you show that? If it's to show someone fear, should it be a close-up or wide shot? Maybe a close-up so you can see the reaction. Then you ask yourself some sub-questions like, what emotion or tone does the shot convey? Fear, tension, or anticipation? How does the shot advance the narrative? Does it reveal a character's internal state, foreshadow a future event, or provide a crucial piece of information? Another sub-question to ask is, what is the significance of the subject or object in frame? How does the camera placement and angle impact the viewer's experience? This is when the choice of the camera position, height, and angle can dramatically influence the audience's perception and engagement with the scene. What visual cues or details are included to support the story? Next key question to consider. What do I want people to see in this shot? Identify the focal point, whether it's a character's emotion, an important object, or the setting. Then ask the sub-questions, like what is the character's emotion? Which if you want to show that, for example, you would usually use medium close-up and close-ups for that. Another good sub-question is what is the important object? Or is there an important object? This is when you want to highlight a key object in the frame. For example, keys, bills, etc. Ask yourself, what is the implied action? This is how you generate a sense of anticipation in the way you compose the shot to suggest movement or an impending action. The next key question is, do I want to see the location? Decide if the setting is crucial. A wide shot of a desolate landscape can emphasize a character's isolation. That is when you ask yourself, is the setting crucial to the scene? This is where you consider whether the location or environment is essential to the narrative in the scene. If not, then you don't include the setting. You will use a close-up or a medium close-up. But if, for example, you want to show someone crying with many people around, then you get a wide shot of your character in Times Square crying so that the viewers can feel that he is crying in public. That is when you ask, should the audience focus on the character or the environment? Yes, decisions. Okay, then you ask, does a wide shot help convey a sense of isolation? The next key question that I personally feel is one of the top questions, but the simplest to ask is, do I want to see the whole body, half the body, or just the face? See, this is where you decide, like if someone crying, do I want to see how they cry with their entire body? Do I want to focus on the eyes only, or the face and eyes, or the hands, or the reaction of another? Essentially, I ask these questions constantly while preparing the shots. As long as you ask them, the answer will come to you. Don't forget to ask the next key question, which is, what is the emotional tone of the scene? The tone will guide your choice of angle and shot type. A low angle can make a villain appear more menacing. So consider the tone of the emotion in the scene or shot. One important aspect of filmmaking is understanding how individual shots come together to form a cohesive narrative. Each shot you choose, frame by frame, builds the story you are telling. Remember, while each shot is important on its own, the magic happens when you combine these shots into a fluid sequence. The key question, how does the shot contribute to pacing and rhythm? Every shot you choose affects the pacing and rhythm of your film. Quick cuts between close-ups can create tension and urgency, while longer wide shots can slow the pace and allow the audience to contemplate the scene. This is crucial in guiding the viewer's emotional response. Okay, let's get into an example for combining shots to create movement. When creating movement in your film, think of it as a puzzle, where each shot is a piece that, when combined, reveals the full picture. For example, imagine a scene where someone is walking through a busy city. Start with a wide shot. Show the character walking through the city, head to toes visible. This establishes the environment and the character's place within it. The wide shot provides context and shows the bustling city and how people react to the character's presence. Now you cut to a medium shot. As the character moves closer, switch to a medium shot. This captures more details of the character and begins to focus on their emotions. The background is still visible, but not as prominent. End with a close-up. Finally, as the character approaches the camera, transition to a close-up shot. This captures the character's face, highlighting their emotional state, such as crying. By thoughtfully combining shots, you control the pacing and guide the viewer's emotional journey through your story. Remember, each shot you choose should serve a purpose and contribute to the overall narrative. Think about how each frame fits into the larger puzzle of your film, and use this to create a fluid, compelling story. Finally, consider the relationship between characters and their environment. A wide shot showing a character dwarfed by their surroundings can emphasize isolation. Okay, let's try it out with an exercise. In the exercise, a character is sitting alone in a park, feeling sad and lost in thought. Suddenly, they notice someone approaching with a comforting presence. So write out a list of shots, which is called a shot list, to convey how you want to show the scene. Ask the key questions and decide how you want to shoot the scene. You will soon realize that there are several ways to shoot a scene, and it's all on you to decide. Hope you enjoyed Film Robots, and subscribe if you haven't already, but stay tuned, there is always more.